But it's clear now that we didn't do enough to prevent these tools from being used for harm as well. And that goes for fake news, for foreign interference in elections, and hate speech, as well as developers and data privacy. We didn't take a broad enough view of our responsibility, and that was a big mistake. And it was my mistake, and I'm sorry. I started Facebook, I run it, and I'm responsible for what happens here. So now, we have to go through all of our relationship with people and make sure that we're taking a broad enough view of our responsibility. It's not enough to just connect people. We have to make sure that those connections are positive. It's not enough to just give people a voice. We need to make sure that people aren't using it to harm other people or to spread misinformation. And it's not enough to just give people control over their information. We need to make sure that the developers they share it with protect their information too. Across the board, we have a responsibility to not just build tools, but to make sure that they're used for good.
The 40-year-old CEO seen riding in the back seat of an Uber, speaking with two companions and to driver Fozzie Kamel when things suddenly get heated.
But people are not trusting you anymore. I lost $97,000 because of you. I bankrupt because of you.
What if I
changed the whole business.
What?
You dropped the prices.
On black?
Yes, you did. Did with $20. You started with $20.
You know what?
How much is the mile now? $2.75?
You know what?
What?
Some people don't like to take responsibility for
I
their
take responsibility.
They blame everything
But
in
why
their
you
life on
sending an
somebody
email
else.
for town card?
Good luck.
Good luck to you too.
After video of the skirmish surfaced, Kalanick writing to employees, "To say that I am ashamed is an extreme understatement. It's clear that this video is a reflection of me. And this is the first time I've been willing to admit that I need leadership help, and I intend to get it." The incident, the latest in a series of public relations nightmares that have been trailing Uber at every turn. In February, the company coming under fire after a former employee and female software engineer posted a blog accusing the transportation giant of turning a blind eye to sexual harassment.
The Uber CEO has resigned after a group of investors pressured him to step down following a troubled year for the company filled with scandal and setbacks. It marks a stunning downturn for one of Silicon Valley's highest flying startups, valued at nearly $70 billion with 14,000 employees.
Elizabeth Holmes, the self-made CEO once worth an estimated $9 billion, seen here walking out of federal court in San Jose on Monday. The appearance of the former Theranos founder comes as the judge is expected to set a trial date in July. Holmes is currently facing charges on wire fraud and conspiracy to commit wire fraud. The now 35-year-old dropped out of Stanford at 19 to start Theranos, a company promising to revolutionize the healthcare industry with a few drops of blood. And after modeling her career after tech giants like Steve Jobs,
do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do. The former CEO now stands before federal prosecutors who say she knew Theranos products did not work.
I don't know, at that moment what I understood.
Holmes was spotted a few weeks ago. Inside Edition capturing a much different side of the former CEO. The once signature black turtleneck she donned, gone. Holmes seen here wearing a white T-shirt and a cap.
A lot of people think it was heartless that you were partying at Burning Man when your company was closing its doors.
The drama unfolds before America with a slew of cover stories, from documentaries to books to the ABC News podcast The Dropout, now being adapted into a Hulu series starring SNL's Kate McKinnon. One of Silicon Valley's biggest stars, who's used to the cameras, is coming under a harsher spotlight.